Hello, and welcome to another video. I know it's been a little bit since my last one. Recently moved states and got sick. It seems every time that I go to a different location, I get really bad allergies. And yeah, I've never had allergies before in my life, so that's what's been going on. And then my Windows decided that it is going to corrupt, so I've had to reinstall everything. Anyway, when I started getting into this game, I see this healer just standing here. This is the second time that me and this healer have had this situation where there's just nobody to fight. We're just kind of like chilling. We're like, okay, the server is something else. Anyway, I finally cut up my gear. I moved one of my characters off of Still Sean temporarily. I don't know if I'll put it back really, because Still Sean is dying like rapidly. It's always been kind of dead, but it's like even worse now. Maybe I'll move a character back there eventually, just to, have characters on both servers. I don't really play any other ones. Now that I am now central time zone, yeah, playing EU is like even less feasible. I didn't even bother last time because I got so much ping, or not ping, but packet loss. Now I don't really have that issue, but it's still like more so like higher latency just because I live further away. In this situation, I see that they're just like stacked like crazy, so really I'm just trying to play as aggressive as I can and try to leap as much as I can, because it will give me damage reduction each time you use Rage Burst or Smash. You also get another 10%. So ideally between Smash and jumping, I'm getting about 50 something percent damage reduction, which is actually a lot, and a lot of people don't seem to think about that. So that is one thing that you should always like try to do if you ever play this class. For a quick rundown, like I'm playing Enrage Crush, and the way to play Enrage Crush versus like other tacticals is that you can go for 2 stacks. You don't always need to go for 2 stacks. If there's AoE, you should pretty much just spin things non-stop just to maintain your crit buff from your combat focus or ISN rage, and then also just like keeping your movement speed up and being able to purge just non-stop will really help your mobility and allow you to bully other classes a lot easier. So you will see me wasting just 1 stacks instead of 2 stacking things, like a lot. And it's not necessarily a damage loss. Obviously if I do a perfect rotation it'd be better, but I worry in this kind of situation, like trying to do a perfect anything, we might actually just put too much pressure that they don't want to come back. So I don't want to kill them really fast. There'll be a lot of times where I'll actually just swap targets, and the main reason I do that is because I'm like in the beginning of this video I'm doing like 27 to like 32k. It's like spiking in between because sometimes I get CC'd or netted and I get stuck to like single target only, which is still a lot of damage, right? But it ends up dropping near the end of the video because they kind of like stop fighting completely, and I only get to fight like 1 or 2 people. And here I get pulled and I immediately leap. That was mostly because I kind of wanted to leap already. It was already on my mind, so as soon as I noticed that I got pulled, I was like immediately leaping. So I need that damage reduction, and I can't have these guys leap to me. So whenever you do get knocked, by the way, and you don't have a GC going, you can actually leap immediately as you are knocked. And the same thing works with like pulls, so that's one good thing to know if you guys don't already know that. So like in that situation, had I been quick enough, I could have like avoided going that far and leapt to that person a lot faster. Not that it's like super useful. And my audio is not perfectly set up, so if there's background noise, I apologize, but for the most part I think it should be pretty good. I'm not really sure if I want to get a new microphone or not, but I might do that. There's a lot of things I still need to get, since I have my own place now, which is pretty nice. There's a lot of silly things that like you don't think you need, but you actually end up needing. A lot of like simple essentials that you kind of take for granted, I guess you could say. But eventually I'll be fully set and we'll have all that stuff out of the way. For the most part, my computer's set up, I got most of my files back. Obviously, I lost tons of stuff. Lost like 10 years plus of Minecraft worlds. I ran a Minecraft server before with like I think 60 players, and then like I don't know what happened here. I think it was like a mixture of like mad dash lag, and then also just trying to leap, and then also getting knocked all at the same time, which is why it looks so weird. But yeah, I ran a Minecraft server for a while, and eventually cut that server down, deleted pretty much everything everybody did. There's like add-ons that allow you to completely roll back like entire existence of people, which is kind of cool. And I just used it as like a server where I just built. When I was younger, I used to actually build things for money, which was cool. Which is a little weird, because I know most people that, like, if you've ever seen a builder, like in Minecraft, it's usually like a build team or whatever, but build teams weren't necessarily that common early on into Minecraft, so it's definitely really sad to see all that stuff go. I had like a crazy amount of cool buildings that just are gone now, pretty much forever. I do have some stuff still saved, just because I did actually have like some sort of backup externally outside of just it being on my computer, but the most recent one that I spent probably about 2,000 hours in is just gone, which sucks. And it also means pretty much every Star Wars like YouTube related thing that I had, like cutouts, character cutouts, and some other presets are just completely gone. A lot of the screenshots that I had are just completely gone, like a lot of my 2.0, 3.0 stuff, like gone forever. That's really unfortunate, because some of those were pretty funny and they're always nice to go back and look at, but they're now just gone. Which is alright, I guess. I don't know. Like, it stings a little bit, but now it's just like, you know, whatever. There's not much you can do. Eventually, you know, it's gonna happen, so there's no reason to really be dwelling on it. I'm not really a sentimental type, so I just know that it's a lot of work to lose. Not really like the screenshot things. Like, I care less about that, but more so the Minecraft thing. I put a lot of work into that. But I can always build again. But currently my time is pretty scarce, I would say. Which is why I haven't been posting very many videos, or like really anything lately. But I have been, recently, I've had time to play. I'm slowly upgrading and like getting the essentials that I need for my house, but I'm also upgrading my computer a little bit, so we've got more RAM so I can actually play Hogwarts. I actually want to finish Hogwarts. I was having FPS and crashing issues with my 16 gigabytes of RAM. That was like really bad, so I'm just upgrading and getting faster speed RAM, which is great. I was also thinking about making an optimization guide for Star Wars, considering, you know, I recently reset my computer basically completely because, you know, I lost all my files, and I had re-optimized all my stuff. So you guys can see exactly what I did, what I do to basically play this game. One thing that you can take away right now is just check your power mode for both your GPU and your CPU, or not your CPU, but like your computer as a whole. So if you just go to power mode, check what your power mode is, and make sure it's not like on power saver. And if it's on power saver, it's in balance. Balance is completely fine. Just check to see like your maximum processing rate or whatever. Can't remember the exact word for it. It's like maximum processing or something. Make sure that's set to 100, so you can actually take full use of your computer when you're actually playing the game. Otherwise, it won't. You'll just like infinitely limit yourself, and you'll never be able to reach your like maximum computer like speed. Just because sometimes in some of the power saver modes or some of the other modes will actually limit how much power your CPU can basically get. And the same thing happens with your GPU. So like eco mode, for example, it'll limit a lot of just everything for you. Let's say you wanted to turn on eco mode just to save power. Let's say you played a lot of video and you just left it in tray, so obviously that's going to up your power bill. Just being in eco mode obviously is going to bring temps down. It's going to save you money, but it's also going to greatly hinder your computer's performance, where it could be pushing further. So that's one thing to think about. And in my last video, I believe, I have a copy paste of like the optimizations that I've done. I'll leave it in the comments here. Yeah, a comment instead of the description, because my description's already too long. So that way, if you guys basically want to go through and try to see if you can get better FPS, hopefully that helps. The one thing I would say is definitely download DirectX 9. Make sure you actually get the DirectX 9 files. And then once you get it, unzip it in like documents or just in its own folder somewhere on your computer where your operating system is installed, and then open it and go and find DirectX 9 file and install it. Seems a little weird, but emulation of DirectX 9 is not very great, and it's never going to basically be perfect. So until we get better support, or like, you know, actual like DirectX 10 or 11 or 12, which I can't remember which one they wanted to bring, but it actually has a lot of issues. So I'm very curious if the Star Wars team is even capable of optimizing that. So it would definitely be beneficial for you guys, even if you are waiting for the new DirectX. Just download DirectX 9. You'll still use your normal DirectX. It's just when it comes to emulating DirectX 9, it will no longer happen. It'll just actually use the files that you have installed on your computer, which helps a lot with shadow rendering. So having like enhanced shadows on would be a lot more smooth. Obviously, it's going to be laggy the first time you like install, but afterwards it's pretty good. Anyway, I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. I hope to see you guys again soon.